Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, World 6. The Adventures of the Wii. Good morning, Dark Day. Good morning, Rex. Good morning, Ect. Game. Game! That was 15 button presses to get that to actually happen. Jesus Christ, this freaking thing. I'm never emulating... I'm never streaming a Wii game again. That's what this is. It's just... That's how this is. I'm just gonna add Wii games to the Verbotens. Actually, no, this game has been a lot easier than the DS version so far. I'm starting... This is not a joke. I have a bit of a tendency to find harder games easier and easy games harder. That's not bragging. That's proven. Historical fact. So I'm starting to think that because this game is actually harder, I'm having an easier time with it. Good morning, Jurin. See, I would have lived there if the controls worked correctly, which of course they did not. So for those of you who have missed this, it's a Wii game. So there's a waggle. Obviously, I am not playing on a Wii because I don't feel like destroying my wrist, my arm, and my sanity. So what I do is I have an input, which is supposed to emulate the waggle. It's not, but only inconsistently. Sometimes it works perfectly the moment I hit it, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I have to hit the button 15 times to get it to waggle. That's a little bit of a problem when waggling is sort of mandatory for a primary function of the game, such as, you know, being able to do that little spin like I just did there, or being able to even activate the helicopter power-up I was just using, since the only way it works is by waggling. Thank you, Nintendo, for ruining an otherwise perfectly good game with your bullcrap. Yeah, imagine, just all you have to do is picture this. If you don't understand why this is so frustrating, why this is a deal breaker, and why I will never play this game again, just like Galaxy 2, or anything on the Wii, is I want you to picture Final Fantasy XIV. Some of you currently in chat have probably played that game before. And if you have done so, you're probably familiar with the idea of having to, I don't know, use abilities. Now, I want you to think about an ability you use all the time. I don't know your class, and I don't know ability names, so just picture one, right? Something you use, like, once every 10 seconds or so. Roughly that frequency, right? Now imagine that ability requires you to do this every single time you do it. Every goddamn interaction. And you start to understand why Nintendo is filled with freaking morons who couldn't design hardware to save their lives. Stop putting your crap in your good games. This is a good game that I will never play again because of your bullcrap. Ah! Well, the Switch is different. They actually put... So Mario Galaxy 1 is a game I might replay someday. Why? Because it's on the freaking Switch. And they got rid of the bullcrap. And of course, Skyward Sword is on the Switch. And, you know, will probably not cause me physical pain. Some of you are probably familiar with the fact that for the longest time, for years upon years, Skyward Sword was actually forbidden. As in, I refused to actually stream it, because the last time I played it, it caused me actual, real, physical pain to play that game. That's in addition to the frustration of the fact that the controls are so terrible that I wanted to tear my face off. And, like, eat it as a face pizza kind of a thing. This is not a joke. The face pizza thing is a joke. But the game is not a joke. You remember the very first boss in Skyward Sword, Girahim? Remember the very, very first fight with him, which is meant to be a tutorial for how to do the sword fighting? I was stuck on that for an hour because the controls were wrong. Ah! You know what really frustrates me? I know full well why they still have that mentality. It's because to some extent or another, most of the mainline creative types and executive types at Nintendo still think in the terminology of making toys and not video games. So... Oh god, yeah, you're right, Rex. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Come with me, Mr. Bullet Bill. We're going on a journey.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Good morning, Spartan. Like, okay, you know what? I've got a really easy answer. Imagine if jump as a Dragoon required going. That's the easiest way to explain that one.
Let's go.
Just every time you hit jump. Okay, the next game is a 3DS game, so those are even harder to emulate and stream. Yeah, what's required from you in that fight is to make a swift movement. I can actually explain everything that's wrong with that Gearham fight very, very easily.
Oh no!
So all you have to do is think about it like this. Picture this, okay? Enter the stage. God damn. Just trying to piss me off today. So picture this, okay? So you've got the yeah, I'll do. So you got your remote, right? So, you know, it kind of it's the motion plus thing. So it kind of, but not really, follows your movements for your sword. What it wants you to do is you want you to do a slash, which requires you to do a quick movement. And then, like, at the last movement, change the direction. So kind of like this, right? Now, here's the problem. Everything. Because it also interprets any kind of shake as a different input. So if you move too quickly, like if you go like this and like that, it'll interpret that as a shake, not a redirection and a re-attack. So he will then block your attack. So if you do it too slowly, he will, of course, immediately adjust to your new attack angle and block your attack. Do you see the problem with this? And by the way, this is the problem with this kind of control scheme to a T. Precision. It doesn't matter in a game where precision doesn't matter. So you design the game around not being precise and it's fine. But if you need to do anything with any level of precision, like doing a spin jump in the middle of the air in order to not plummet to your death, or being able to move across a roiling lava wave quickly enough so that it doesn't kill you, or being able to hit a guy who's trying to block your attacks, all three of these are things, these are real examples. All of them use waggle or motion controls, and all of them require precision. God damn it. What the heck is Wallpaper Engine? Skyward Sword is probably a good game. Like, it's hard for me to even admit that. I have to use that word, probably. Because I'm not actually 100% sure if it really is. We'll review it someday for the Zelda block on the Switch. And we'll see. Interesting. I've never even heard of that. Obviously, I suppose. Commit. I don't know why I missed that jump, but that's okay. I'm dead now. I'm turbo dead. Okay, so, anyways, as I was saying. But either way, no. What I use for wallpapers is custom stuff. I make my own wallpapers. If in the old set you remember seeing some posters behind me, those are actually printouts of my wallpapers, because I'm very proud of them. No, I'm good at it. I have enough billions of side projects to do right now in my life without adding make animated wallpapers. I mean, I've got to finish scripting all of RFF. This is Giga Pudding right there. This is just what Giga Pudding looks like in real life. Everything on the screen is Giga Pudding right here. Just the flowers, Giga. Mario's your husband, obviously.
Oh yeah, Mario time. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying, there's a lot worse things you can be than Mario.
Let's go.
That's a good question. Giga, you know what you need to buy him now. Get him a red plumber's outfit. Get him the overalls. You know you want to. What, does he already have them? If he has, then you have found the perfect man. Stop trying.
Oh, let's go.
I don't really see my wallpaper that often either, so that's not a lot of benefit to having a really fancy one for me. Like right now, I can see a little bit of Strago and part of Realm's quote and part of Setzer's quote, and that's it. See, Giga? Get it? I don't get it. Why are you the flowers? Oh god, she's gonna kill me! And that's why she's the flowers. Any questions? Remember, this is actually a co-op game, Giga, so you can play this with your husband, or, you know, other people. Yeah, if the controls were better, I'd probably be having a lot more fun with it, which is funny because we'll see if that's true when it comes to the U game. Which is not the next one, but the next one. Which WoW race has the best 1 to 20? Please pick up the block. Please pick up the block. Pick up the goddamn block! Why is Waggle required to pick something up? That's one of the bigger complaints I hear about the series, Rex. And I don't think it's fair, personally, with one huge exception. Because there is one big exception there. Spoilers, it's the next game we're playing, which we will probably reach today. But since you probably won't be here by then, I'll go ahead and tell you right now. So, New Super Mario Bros. 2, that's the 3DS one, is this game with new levels. Seriously, it's the exact same assets. In fact, it's the exact same soundtrack. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that. There are 3 unique songs to New Super Mario Bros. 2. It's a level pack. Now, I'll discuss more about the why that's a thing when we get there, because there's a specific reason, which, believe it or not, does not have to do with corporate greed. What I find really funny, Jesus Christ, Mr. Red, is that I'm of the news, new DS, the first one, is probably going to be the one that scores the worst. Like I can already predict that's going to be a thing. Wii has some legit stuff going on. U is awesome, like top to bottom. U is when they actually nailed it. And the next one is going to be bland with excellent level design, which, I mean, that's going to be Lost Levels again. Or Galaxy 2, for that matter. Yeah, everyone talks about the coins, which is surface level, is the way I want to explain that. It's kind of like complaining about... God, I don't even know. It's like complaining about Phantom Menace because of the fact that it has green screen effects. Yeah, but that doesn't even come close to scratching the surface on the actual issues in that movie.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
That's a bad analogy, but you get the overall idea. The coins aren't the point of New Super Mario Bros. 2. They really aren't. It really is just a level pack. In fact, one of the more valid complaints I've heard about 2 is the fact that you could buy levels for it.
It's a good time.
It was the first mainline Mario game to have DLC. Yeah, that's very Morton. Yep. There's no symbolism here. Nope, nope. Giga. Giga. Hey, Nalul Freedom. And hello, Zach Taft. Fine, I'll clip that. Don't worry about it, Giga. There's nothing going on here. Nothing at all. Ignore the giant Ribbed. Spiky shaft. Oh, my friends are a bad influence on me. Ignore it. Ignore it. It's fine. Oh, Jesus. That's funny, X. Okay, that looks painful at that point. If that's what you're into, Gig, I am here to judge, but, ouch. I mean, you and your husband, you know, safe, sane, consensual, it's all good, it's all good. Y'all look terrible. God, I've actually lost my train of thought. Would I recommend any game modes after beating main story in Hyrule Warriors 1? So I recommend you at least poke at the... Oh, God, what's it called? Like the adventure mode or whatever it's called? Where, it forms a map based on Zelda 1, and you do random missions based on that, and you get, like, power-ups and stuff. That may or may not be your thing. I have no idea. But you should probably at least poke at it to see if it is your thing. You say that, Giga Pudding, but I know better. I know who really started this. Okay, that's just mean. Okay, I accept that. Other than that, no. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I don't want to go down this particular rabbit hole for about the 5th time just while covering the Mario series. But I do continue to resist the idea that a game has to be hard in order to be enjoyable. Because if you're paying attention, one of the biggest complaints I've been hearing about most of these games as we go through them is that they're too easy. Speaking of someone who really enjoys difficulty in his games, what the hell, people?
Mario's #1!
How much would it cost you, Mr. Red? Yeah, no kidding. If harder equals better, and we don't care about what type of hard, then we should go ahead and put Lost Levels at the top, because Lost Levels is like the least properly hard Mario game I've played so far. By the way, the most properly hard game I've played so far would be Yoshi's Island, which scored bonkers well, because it's a good freaking game. No. Tell you what. I will pay for you getting coffee and cake if you finish the, hang on. You have to finish the highlight reels up to a certain point, but give me a sec, because I don't remember what that point is. Scroll up. Hang on. Looks like you have to finish the highlight reels up to Galaxy Part 2. Galaxy 1, Part 2. Because after that, I start doing timestamps. No, you're absolutely right, Action Man. As weird as it may sound, properly difficult is its own thing. Properly difficult is its own thing, and very, very hard to pull off, in my opinion. It's one of the reasons I value good difficulty so well, and one of the reasons I tend to punish, you know, not good difficulty. I will continue and always point to, oh God, what's it called? Cyber Shadow, as an excellent example of a game that is balls hard, but very fun. What's really funny is I know some people who have actually said that Cyber Shadow is too easy because of the fact that they give the player so many options to deal with the difficulty of the game. Now, to speak about philosophy for a second here, I've noticed that as a reviewer and as a developer, player, whatever you want to call it, I tend to value difficulty that's very, very difficult. That's the wrong link, Giga. There you go. I tend to value difficulty that is difficult when they give you tons of options to deal with that difficulty. Other players I've noticed tend to value difficulty when they take away all your options to deal with that difficulty. For example, in Lost Levels, what can you do about the various levels of difficulty in the game? Nothing. You're just small Mario. Live with it. You can jump. Have fun. In Cyber Shadow, you have the ability to use the items you have in the game in order to upgrade the respawn points, in order to restore more of your health and keep your weapon retained. And you've got lots of different sub-weapons, each of which gives you all kinds of options for dealing with crap. Some of which can be used very, very precisely. Like the Hype Blade, which by itself just got its own positive for being just that awesome. And there's checkpoints everywhere. And there's lots and lots of enemies which will drop tons of stuff to help you recover from things, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the Swag Blade is just awesome. You get the point, right? That game put tons of tools into the player's hands, and I loved it. It's still balls hard. Anybody who says otherwise is freaking lying, or just trying to show off. Game! God damn it, game. Do what I tell you to, when I tell you to do it. It's called controls. I know you've never heard of it before, but it's this brand new concept they just invented in the 70s. And yeah, the heat mechanic in Hades is another great example of that. I should probably mention, for those of you not aware, waggling is binary, input-wise. It's not actually analog input. For those of you who don't know what that means, like, if you, picture... Yeah, it's literally facilitated by a button. Picture, like a Switch controller or an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller, and there's this joystick on the left side of the controller, right? That is analog because it has lots of different methods and modes of input. It can have all kinds of different degrees. You can tilt it a little bit. You can tilt it a little bit this way or this way or this way, whatever. That's analog input. By contrast, if you press a button, that's binary input. It's either on or off, nothing in between. That's what the waggle does. It is a binary input. One button press. Mandatory Wii Waggle. It really is a thing and has been for a long time. This, by the way, is analog right here. To continue the comparison. Oh, come here. Come here. Pick up the damn thing! By the way, picking up things is a waggle, if you haven't picked up on that yet. No pun intended. I'm using the right analog to do it. Doing this co-op is fun, by the way. Because it kind of changes who's in control of it, depending on, like, who hit it last or whatever. Okay. I'm free! Die, monsters. Aw. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't bother me. It's a little irritating to emulate, but that's kind of not really the system's fault. And it works pretty consistently, too. So that's important to me. I've talked about this before. Even if a control is bad, as long as that control is consistently bad, I can at least work with that. If every time I hit the jump button, there's a half a second of delay, I can bake that in, right? I can adapt to that. The problem is I hit that button, and it works sometimes, like it just did, and then it doesn't sometimes, and I have no idea why. Oh, and before you ask, I am not the only person having that problem in this exact circumstance. So, that's cool, too. I don't know, Ect. It's probably allergenic because it makes my my mouth burn and swell a little bit. But I don't know what does it specifically. Alright, I expect to see those highlight reels on my desk by Monday, Mr. Red. Chewing on my cigar. Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me. Have you ever played Xenoblade, Mr. Red? 1, 2, or 3. Mostly 2 or 3. I swear it's relevant. Ugh. Cool. Okay. That sucks. Alright, so... The reason I asked is your game idea thing. I was going to relate it to Xenoblade. 2, specifically. Yeah, Mr. Red's like, can you pay me in advance? I've already given you advance. I give you 5 advances. Because Parker doesn't know how to manage money for some stupid reason. Genius scientist, can't manage money. Actually, you know what? I take that back. That's pretty believable. I take that back. Look, managing money is easy. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. That's all I'm saying. Because I suck at everything, and therefore, QED. Yeah, that's even on a personal level, X. Never mind on like a budget level. You've got this amount of budget. Yeah, it's gone. What? Yeah, we were doing some demos and some tests. What? Actually, yes. I think all 3 of them... Could someone check me on that? Are all 3 Xenoblades on the Switch at this point? Hey, Dakota. You might know the answer to that. Off the top of your head. Okay, there you go. So, Xenoblade's on the Switch. Except for X, which is Wii U locked for some goddamned reason. I thought 1 had been ported to the Switch. Oh, that's right, that's right. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the definitive edition. Anyways, the reason I bring all that up is there's a combo system in Xenoblade 2, which reminds me a lot of the system you were describing. The problem is I'm not sure if it really applies linearly, but here's the very basic concept, okay? The way Xenoblade 2, I'm going to keep using 2 because I know 2 is the best. The way Xenoblade 2's combat is styled is you do an attack and it does 100 damage. And you do another attack and it does 100 damage. Sure. But if you chain them properly, you do like 500 damage. And then if you chain on top of that, you do 10,000 damage. And then if you chain on top of that, you do 10 million damage, and you get the idea. It's all about comboing and chaining properly. I never actually mentioned this, I don't think, in the Rumination, but I actually killed the last boss in 1 hit. Literally. Quite literally. Just... No. Oh, he's dead. Didn't do it on purpose. Actually. But I mentioned that because it sounds similar to what you were going for. So, I was wondering if that would be applicable to the design you're considering. The problem is, I'm not sure how you would implement that in something like the Doom engine. Or the id engine, or what the hell it's actually called. The engine that you are using. And that's where I was stumbling a little bit. And so I was hoping to open a dialogue about the concept and then work from there, but I'm worthless. I love this song. Xenoblade is absolutely a coffee series for me. It's hypothetically really good, it just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I can recognize that the Xenoblades, well, Xenoblade 2 and 3 are really, really high quality games. They're just, I don't know, they're just not for me. Please pick up the thing, thank you. I hate you so much, game. Fine, we'll do this the hard way, because you don't work right. I don't remember Andromeda's combo system. Oh, the top of my head. So, that's actually an interesting idea. Hey, Mr. Red, you know the system better than me. The engine better than me. Or whatever engine you're using. Could you do a thing where damage isn't calculated until you stop shooting the enemy? Like, you get where I'm going with that, right? So you bam, 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 shoot, switch to rocket launcher, switch to the mage, fireball, switch to the ice mage, ice ball, switch to the lava mage, lava ball, and just so forth and so on. And just keep chaining it and chaining and chaining until finally, you know, you stop hitting them at some point or another, either because you screwed up or because you're done with them, and then it tabulates all the damage. And I feel like there's a game I've played that does that. God damn it. Depends on how you want to balance it, Dakota. I mean, you could just let the players have their fun. As we were talking about earlier, there's nothing wrong with just allowing the player to have a power fantasy, right? Ah, screw it, I don't even care. The game did that. That's gonna bother me. My brain keeps saying Earthbound, but I know that's wrong. Although I guess Earthbound did technically do something like that. But that's not what I was thinking of. That's true, She-Holly, but that's still not what I was thinking of. You're right, of course. Oh! I've got it. I've got it. Secret of Mana. Can't believe that took me that long. In Secret of Mana, if you cast a spell on someone, and then you do things that involve not dying, if you cast a spell on someone, and then manage to get another spell off before the animation finishes, it will add the damage onto the previous spell. And you could stack that all the way up to quad 9. It'll only show triple 9, but you actually can do full, like, max damage on that. And when I say quad 9, I mean their health. What'll actually happen is the moment you run into whatever their health is, like if it's 2,000 or whatever, then they'll just die. The damage will never actually technically resolve. They will just die instantly. God damn it. So that's the game I was thinking of, Mr. Red. Not that that helps you at all. But it helps me, god damn it. It helps me. I wonder I was thinking Earthbound. I was thinking SNES RPG. You can also do a thing where maybe, like, each party member adds, to put it into very, very simple terms, a debuff to the attack, right? This one lowers their armor by 5%. This one makes them take dot damage every time that you hit them with an attack. This one makes it so that when they're attacked, they're stunned for X seconds. This one makes it so that whatever attacks hit them automatically crit. Kind of a reverse Guild Wars 1 approach. For Guild Wars 1, you're just trying to stagger as many buffs as possible on the party. In this case, it's trying to stagger as many debuffs on the target as possible. Don't care. Don't care. Alright, Morton. What you got? Oh man, Guild Wars 1 was a sea change. It still does things that other MMOs don't really do. And it does them well. That's the really strange part. Granted, they themselves admit that Guild Wars 1 is not actually an MMORPG, but a CORPG. But point remaining. I don't know if Mr. Red has played Vagrant Story. And I don't really remember Vagrant Story, to be very honest. Yeah, Vagrant Story sucks! I'm being too obvious. It is my personal consideration that anybody who enjoys Vagrant Story is the kind of person who would play a Dragoon as their main. How was that? Still probably too obvious. Yeah, you know, not to compare world building between My Little Pony and Mario, but at least in My Little Pony it requires a special type of magic in order to be able to walk on clouds. That would actually be an interesting world building point, wouldn't it? Only certain people can benefit from the real estate of the clouds. So, you know, only certain groups are going to be interested in going up there at all. But the groups that can go up there, they can benefit from having tons more space to operate. That just doesn't have to, you know, bother with the rest of that crap. But they have to import, because how the hell do you get food up in the clouds, right? So what you do is you move your industrial production up into the clouds, where the pollution isn't really quite as much of a factor. Excuse me. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Dakota, because, like, on the one hand, the higher winds would distribute it more, spread it out more, but on the other hand, it would also spread it out farther. Like, physically farther. Maybe move commercial up there? Like, all the offices and stuff? Or residential. Housing prices probably wouldn't be expensive in a place where there's very little competition for space. What game did we play recently that has a system like that, Mr. Red? It was this year. Aww. That poor thing. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a boss fight that mandates the waggle. Oh, God. It mandates regular waggle. Oh, God. I'm mashing the button right now. Just absolutely mashing it. Happened once in that whole mashing session. No. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Do it, you piece of garbage! You stupid, goddamn thing! When I hit the waggle button, I expect you to frickin' waggle! God damn it!
Mario's number one! Woohoo! Huh?
How, Yura? Via what metric would the mouse help with the waggle? How? I'm open to suggestions. Because remember, it's a binary input. It's just a button. I just need it to acknowledge that I'm hitting the button. Oh God, it's Ludwig. What game were we playing recently that did that? I've tried messing with the emulator setting several times, and all I did was prevent it from acknowledging the waggle at all. Not actually joking. Like, I've messed with it several times, and it was just, nope. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go to my own website for a second. We had a game recently. And this is bothering me. Was it XCOM? No. Hang on, get above the Marios. Is it Dragon's Dogma? No. Base Combat, GTA 5, Dragon. Was it Dragon Age? No. Baldur's Gate? No. Shantae? No. Soten. Fast Robots, Adventure. Diablo? No. It's gonna drive me bonkers. Like, certain types of classes could do certain types of debuffs. And those debuffs all benefited from other people's debuffs. And, like, there was a freaking list. And I remember looking up a walkthrough saying these specs or these classes could do this, and these ones could do this. That's gonna bug the crap out of me. I give up. Doesn't matter.
Let's go.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, ho, ho. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh. Let's go.
It might have been Tales of Arise. I don't actually remember that game's combat all that well. Other than... something like that. That's my strongest memory of the combat of that game. It's just noise, just hundreds of people talking every second. Part of the reason I remember this specific incident was because one of my viewers, I wasn't a regular, popped in and said, yeah, you need such and such class and or such and such class because they'll do this type of debuff. And this other class can do this other type of debuff, so you need some kind of combo. Like each class could do a certain type of debuff. And there was a lot of bleed over on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mario time.
Maybe it was Dragon's Dogma?
Let's go.
Yay, Forlorn Woodlands.
Let's go.
Oh god. I accept this. That's a good question. Why are people dying and making... Well, I guess, again, boos aren't the dead. So, why are the Fae haunting the sky? Never mind, I withdraw the question. What do you mean, Mr. Red? I free you. Be free, Mr. Chomp. And just like a real dog, he just bites me for my trouble. Really? Okay.
Oh no!
I accept.
Oh. Let's go.
Good morning, Braglin. How's your day going? Pax asked after you recently. Was hoping you were doing alright. Oh god. No, yeah, we've had a lot of problematic games this year. Part of which is my fault. Most of which is... It's all my fault. It's 100% my fault. Oh my god, I hate you, Braven. I want you to know that. I want you to know that in a very deep, personal way. I hope Thanksgiving goes smoothly for you, Braven. For real. I don't even know what or if I'm gonna have a Thanksgiving, so that's kind of in the air for me. I guess that's this week. So at some point, someone will probably inform me of it. Or not. Something will happen at some point. Thanksgiving is this Thursday, I believe. A snickerdoodle is like if you took happiness and joy and put it into cookie format. I will probably be streaming on Thanksgiving regardless because it's a really popular stream day. But I don't know if there will also be dinner plans or anything like that. Bullet Bill's like, I got this! Why not, Forlorn Woodland? Don't you celebrate? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Next thing you tell me you don't celebrate Independence Day.
Let's go.
Which is the single most commonly celebrated holiday in the entire world, by the way. Although every country celebrates it on a different day, but still, we all have our Independence Days. I'm not actually making that up. You can look it up. It's kind of wild. I mean, I actually like Thanksgiving unironically as a holiday. Not because of the turkey, because I'm not a big fan of turkey. And not because of family, because I'm not a big fan of my biological family. But because of the very name of the holiday itself. Thanksgiving. It's a day to remember being thankful, which is something I do find to be useful in life. Oh my god, oh my god. Whoa, whoa, okay. Don't mind me, we're just becoming one with the bricks here. Whoa! Okay. Yeah. Every holiday has a terrible origin. Every single one of them. That's life. Doesn't bother me. God damn it, game. You just hate me, don't you, game? Just admit it.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Oh, I guess that's true. Polemic Day doesn't have horrible origins, and neither does Good Tidings. So that's two holidays that have good origins.
Let's go.
You know, that's a good point, Blatable. Alright. I need y'all to pick one of these. Whichever one you pick is the one I will not... Oh, never mind, never mind. Damn it. Ignore me. I'm dumb. Just gonna do the easy one. Look up Valentine's Day Massacre. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure Valentine's Day has horrible origins. I've never looked into it because I don't really care. But it probably does. I know Christmas does. I know Thanksgiving does. Independence Day does. Boxing Day certainly has its own problems. I would not know, Dark Day. Well, it's obviously because we're American, yeah! I mean, obviously, heck. What other answer could it possibly be? Yeah, no, pro tip. History is dark, dirty, messy, violent, and ugly. Here there be dragons. Like, I'm guessing based on context that U2 is a band, Dark Day, but that's all I got. Probably exists. Yes, here there be bullets, because holy crap, Ludwig! Oh, I can do this, too. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely into heavy metal, yeah! I'm trying to think of what heavy metal sounds like. Darkness! Da-na-na-na-na-na. No parents! Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah, I'm all about the Metallica. I definitely know what Metallica sounds like. And could name every Metallica song by memory for you right now. There's that one. There's the other one. Oh. I don't know if we count that one, but there's definitely that one. And I think I've proven my qualifications.
It's a good time.
Sabaton. Sabotage? Sabato? Sabaton? Sabotender? What the heck is Sabaton? Let me summarize this a minute. Never heard of it. I'm guessing it's either a band or a person. Just based on context clues. This is a lot of bombs, I'm just saying. We might have hit a gaggle? A glut? What do you call a group of bombs? You know, we've got like gaggle of geese, or a flock of, you know, a boondoggle of bombs. I love it. A murder of bombs. Crows are like, hey! A tyranny of dragons. A blessing of unicorns. Since when are you a Yoshi? Oh my god, it's still chasing me, and I'm small! Oh, now there's two of them. Now there are two of them! Okay, now there's just one. Actually, I am Spartan. I'm pretty well versed in history. Although, there's still going to be stuff I've never heard of because it's history and that's how that works. One of the things I find most fascinating about being into history is how many things I'm constantly still learning that I didn't know. But yeah, the number of bands I've heard of, never mind actually listened to, is so small that I could probably count every band I've heard of and listened to on two hands.
Help me!
No.
What?
You probably can name several bands I've heard of before.
It's a go time.
Let's see. There's Nickelback. Everyone knows about Nickelback because they're, you know, they're memed on. Let's see. There's Evanescence. There's the Eagles. Gotta think about that for a second. They count. The Beatles, yeah. No, that counts. By default, that would also include Elvis, then.
Oh no!
Oh!
It's a go time.
I think I have heard one Johnny Cash song, yes. I have heard Queen. Pretty much entirely because of my mother. And the Highlander series. But I have heard Queen, regardless. I'm already kind of running dry here. Which I suppose says something. I've heard of the Beach Boys. I've heard the Beach Boys. Oh, that's who the Primals are. Yeah, I guess the Primals count. Although, for counting them, we have to also include the black mages, then. I've actually been exposed to a lot of stuff over the years. I just don't like most of it. I'm a Philistine. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Hey, Melkor Blade.
This way.
So I have to pick a genre of music to listen to. Not my favorite, just something to listen to. So, rock, metal, electronica, country, rap, or hip-hop. That is a weirdly debated topic, Lertiful.
It's a good time.
Sure, Act. That's not my question. Actually, yes, there is a difference. So it's called scores, Mr. Red. In fact, not a lot of people know the difference between a movie with a soundtrack and a movie with a score is that the score is the music written custom for the movie, and the soundtrack is the music licensed for the movie. Good afternoon, Jay Palmer. I'm not a huge fan of classical. The problem is, I don't like genres, right? I've actually talked about this before. This is true with a lot of things, not just music. So I'm not really a big fan of genres, I'm a big fan of songs. I'm not even a fan of bands, I'm a fan of songs. I can actually name several Nickelback songs I enjoy, for example. Jeez. No, I know, Spartan. That's why I'm kind of... I might just flip a coin, because the answer effectively doesn't matter to me. Because I can name classical songs I like, and I can name, you know, rap songs that I like, and I can name electronic songs, and rock songs, and metal songs, and country songs. So the problem with that is there's some question as to the definition of metal. Which you're probably more familiar with that particular thing than I am, Mr. Red. Being more invested in the topic. But every time I try to name a metal song, people say no. So I will decline to name a metal song, if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah. Time.
I actually think whatever that song is, Photograph, is actually a decent song. Although, my favorite Nickelback song is actually, of course I can't think of the name of it. It's the one about getting absolutely hammered and, you know, having fun at a party. Hang on. Just look up the name of the damn thing. So I keep all of those in one spot. I thought I did, but now I don't see it. Well, anyways, okay, I've got a good metal song for you. Fire Away, aka Fry. Rammstein. There you go, there's a metal song I like. Where did my Nickelback go? It's actually gone. That's really funny. It's also the only Rammstein song I like, by the way. Like I said, I like songs. I don't like other things. There are several Marilyn Manson songs I like. This is the new stuff, and the classic one, the one everybody knows about, which I can't think of the name of right now. He also did a take on This Is Halloween, which is really cool. Beautiful People, that's it. That's the one everybody knows about. Hey, here's the Nickelback. I found it. Burn It to the Ground is what I have it written down as. And there's Evanescence. I like, apparently I like one Linkin Park song. It's called In the End. And there's one song by... Oh, I can't think. It's called Indestructible. And I'm not going to play it because I get copyrighted to hell and back. But if that gives it away, that gives it away. There are 2 Cascada songs I like. 2 Eiffel songs I like. A fairly large number of Weird Al Yankovic, because Weird Al Yankovic is just legit. And I enjoy his music and his singing unironically. Oh, sorry, it's actually apparently 3 Eiffel 65 songs. My bad. Found another one. Anyways.
Let's go.
Yeah, the man can sing. Like, seriously, the man can sing. Oh my god. That's a mechanic? The word somewhat is appropriate there, Lord Hermon. It would probably be more accurate to say they are based off of their RPG personalities. Luigi is brave. Bowser is a Dorcas. He's actually a pretty nice guy. Peach is, competent. This is a stage, isn't it? Look at this thing. No way. Did you not? Okay, thank you. Exactly, Lord Hermon. Which is sort of the point I was already making. Based on. I mean, Peach is almost consistently the strongest party member in every Mario RPG. That would allow me to do this, Jay Palmer. Kept going for it. Yeah, most challenge runs of most Mario RPGs involve not using Peach. Peach can quite literally solo the super optional boss of Super Mario RPG. Of course they are, Pack of 12 Ninjas. There's music! Don't you like music in Pack of 12 Ninjas? Oh, actually, you know what? I guess 12 Ninjas wouldn't really like music, because, you know, noise. Or, they'd like it even more than usual. because of the fact that it just masks their approach, right? Like nobody can hear them coming. Actually, this is only the second game to do that concept, but yes, start date. Whoever said that. I missed the name. Oh, Jesus Christ. I shouldn't go for this. I shouldn't go for this.
Oh yeah, Mario time. Yeah.
You know, that's another valid point. Most Grand Theft Auto games wouldn't get any pluses to music because they don't have music, they have soundtracks. Only GTA 5 got that, because GTA 5 has a score. Yes, it is a full remaster, Colin Pluso. We will not be doing an audit run of it. And that is the answer to that question. By all accounts, it's a very good remaster, which is excellent. Speaking of which, to whoever asked earlier, I think it was Metal Fan, Mario RPG R, the remaster Mario RPG, is available on the Switch. That's true. That's true. Body Harvest does actually have a score, a soundtrack, an OST. I hate terminology sometimes. Okay, so hang on. So that was 74, 7 Ghost. I class it as a remaster, not a remake, Metal Fan. People have been disagreeing about that. I just bought it to support it. I don't have time to play games off camera, Bellapalooza.
Let's go. Yeah.
Jesus, Spartan. Probably more than I got. Yeah, don't mistake me. Don't in any way think of this as a negative statement. It is a good remaster by all accounts. And that's great. I admittedly would have preferred a remake, but yeah, whatever. It's still good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, thank you for not putting any death pits there, game. Jesus. No, sorry, Rex and Atora. We did not end up playing Sunshine. Because it's just too long of a game to do an audit run.
Let's go.
So we skipped over Sunshine. We spent like 3 hours playing it off camera to touch up the audit a little bit. That's all. We did also come up with the term Sunshine Syndrome. So that's cool. So, I just want to be very clear about this act. Sony has patented quick saves. That's what they're patenting. Is quick saves. So that sounds terrible. The last thing we need in life is for Sony to prevent all other gaming companies from allowing quick saves. Or save states. That's terrible. I hope they fail at that patent so hard and die in a fire. Not necessarily in that order. Didn't see the pit. Yeah, no, that's actually evil. Remember, you can pick 3 things, Lord Harriman. Yeah, like... hopefully they won't be able to make that one stick. I don't know, patent law is just absolutely ridiculous in so many different ways. I don't even want to get into that topic. But thank you for being part of the show, Lord Harriman. But yes, I do agree that the idea of quick saves or save states are great. I've actually gone on record several times as saying that... Crystal, that every game, with very few exceptions, could benefit from having quick saves or save states. And that it's only Artifact the Design that prevents them. I stand by that statement, by the way. It depends, Colin Peluso. Because of course it does. But yeah, like I said, I shouldn't have gone through that. I knew that the waggle wouldn't work, and the waggle didn't work, so I died. Exceptions. So some games benefit from having limited or even no saves to them. Most roguelites would come to mind immediately. Or roguelikes, excuse me. There's also several survival games that are benefited by not allowing the player to just quick save at will. And of course, there's also optional game modes, which don't really have anything to do with the games themselves. But yeah, no, exactly. That's kind of the point of games like that. It's why we haven't dinged several roguelikes that we've actually reviewed already. Because, for what would normally be a terrible save system, because they're a roguelike. It's sort of the point of the game. But like, RPG, visual novel, FPS, strategy, any type of strategy, city builder, Souls-like, puzzle, platformer. But yes, it is 2 more things, Lord Harriman. Yeah, flight simulators. Another good example. So the other 2 are Pokemon Uranium and FTL.
It's a go time.
Yeah, save scumming. So, someone in chat probably knows this. Do you remember what save scumming refers to? Jesus Christ, Ludwig. Does anybody here know what save scumming means? Like, where the term comes from? That's what I'm asking. I don't remember off the top of my head either, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean scummy, for example. And I think that's at least part of the linguistic problem we're running into. Because there's scum, or scumbag, or scumlord, or just scummy practices. And then there's save scumming, and you can hear the automatic association there, right? I am firmly of the opinion that there's nothing actually wrong with save scumming. I admit I try to avoid it, because, I prefer not to, but that's a personal preference thing, not an elitism thing. Actually, this time when we were playing through StarCraft 1, it was actually one of the first times I've ever actually save scummed that game. And I had to, like, mentally shove myself into that mindset to even do that, because I'm so not in that mindset. Well, not only have I considered doing that, Lord Hermont, but I've actually done that before. But, you remember the thank you streams? No, 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 I'm not saying you're trying to be elitist arcade. That's my point, though, is I think there's a problem with the literal terminology. The fact that we call it save scumming is part of the problem. Yeah, exactly. Literally just saving and loading is save scumming. That's... Yeah, no kidding, Melkor. Jesus. Aha! I knew it. Thank you, Blade Traval. That sounds right. Because I was going to say, I remember the Scum engine, but I wasn't sure if that's where it came from. So there you go. We call it save scumming because of the Scum engine. And now it's got negative association because it's literally called scum. What? I bet Lord Haramont. Jesus. Not quite Von Falkenstein. Instead, I had a chat with my grandmother, who you may or may not remember actually lives in Vegas. And I was just curious of her perspective as a local. Apparently, not very many people in Vegas are actually watching the race. Instead, the overwhelming majority of people are coming from out of town, which is actually causing a whole lot of issues in the city. Which I have to admit, on a very vindictive level, I find amusing. I shouldn't, because it's not actually cool. But it really is vaguely amusing to me just how many issues the race has been causing the local, everything. Mostly the casinos. And, you know, screw casinos. Screw them in the ear hole. You can quote me on that. Naturally, my grandmother doesn't like it because she goes to casinos. Go figure. Oh, wow. You son of a submariner. Alright, whatever. Is there a... Can you give me a power-up, Ludwig? Maybe? I am admittedly not a big fan of what we refer to as gambling. There you are. Honestly, yeah, Melkor Blade. But organized, categorized, extremely predatory gambling, aka casinos, I have a huge problem with. Gambling is one of the things where it's like, yeah, that sucks, but whatever. Casinos can go directly to hell. There are not, J. Palmer. There's just the ones on the overworld map, just like Mario 3. Unlike the DS one, which was like Mario World. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's ignoring the obvious fact that casinos don't just prey on people in general, but actively make certain people's... No, that's all I'm saying. Actively make several people's mental health issues and... You know, I'm going to stop there. Mental health issues worse. In order to make money. There's always a noble goal, right? Hey, Eternus. Oh, Jesus! Almost didn't make that high. I will admit this is the first time I've played this game solo. I've never played this game without a co-op partner, or two. What's funny is my own biological family are obviously very, very big on gambling. But amusingly, they also practice what I would normally consider safe gambling. They still participate in it, but, you know. in the old days, you show up with 20 bucks, and when that 20 bucks is gone, one way or another, you leave. You're done. That's your limit, right? Yeah, almost all of my biological family either lives in Vegas or is currently in the process of moving to Vegas. In fact, at this point, I only have 2 family members who don't live there. 3, technically. Yes, the clan my biological family comes from has been settling in Vegas for the better part of a century at this point. Going back to World War I, actually. I'm not sure the exact date. I'd have to look it up, and I don't care enough to do so. If you don't gamble, it's a pretty nice place to live. That's an interesting question, Spartan. I suppose the answer would be all of them, but it feels like you're asking which ones do I want to still talk to, which is a slightly different question. Oh, the food is great in Vegas. Vegas has the best restaurants and buffets I've ever seen in my life, and I've been to a lot of places. No, yeah. Vegas, the surrounding area is actually pretty legit. Henderson is a good example. You go down to Henderson, that's just a little town, essentially. Nice, big, open area. Decent neighborhoods. No crime. No water. Well, the problem here, Spartan, is if I decided to stop talking to, say, anybody else, I would have to then explain to my mother why I'm not talking to anybody else, which would probably involve not talking to her anymore. So that was another control issue. I'm getting really fond of those. It's wonderful that that's a thing that I have to deal with. I shouldn't have even relied on it. That's my fault. I apologize. It is my fault for assuming a game would actually think that when I hit a button, what I wanted to have happen was for the button to be hit. We're actually up to an unprecedented 5 negatives for controls. I'm strongly thinking of upping that. I'm not going to. The problem is, it actually is worse than Galaxy 2. Like, legitimately, not just because of the issues I'm having. Because remember, I'm on an emulator, so the issues are actually worse. The real problem, though, is, and I've been thinking about this, in Galaxy 2 you waggle to do the mid-air jump. And that's something you do pretty much all the time, but it's also only one thing you do all the time, if that makes any sense. You can actually beat Galaxy 2 without ever doing the mid-air jump, without many issues. In this game, you have to use the waggle, and you have to use it all the time. And you know what we always say, making something like that mandatory, that is much worse than if something is optional. It does, Dark Dick. So yeah, this is worse than Galaxy 2. As much as I would love to just pile negatives on for this, I'm not going to. I will never play this game again until it's ported off of this freaking system, though. I shouldn't have gone for that. See, the waggle actually worked that time, though, so we're okay. I shouldn't have gone for that either. If you're asking if a specific negative or positive has more of an impact than another, the answer is no. Several people have suggested over the years the difference between, shall we say, core positives and negatives, and ancillary positives and negatives. And I've resisted that every time that's shown up for many reasons. First of all, the additional paperwork that would cause is not insubstantial. Like that would be a thing. It would also lead to a lot of arguments about what is core and what is ancillary, and it would boil back down to the same argument we've already had 7,000 times. What is optional? What counts as optional? So anyways, that was World 7. That was actually a good world, despite the control issues. That's why this continues to be frustrating to me. World 8, last one. Kind of. Would I move to Vegas? God, no! 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 God, I would rather die. I love this song. Hey, let's just enjoy this for a second. What do you mean, Eternus? I know, because for those of you who don't know, New Super Mario Bros. 2 has the exact same soundtrack as this one, with the exception of, Advancing Wall of Doom. With the exception of 3 songs. They came up with 3 new songs for New Super Mario Bros. 2. We're gonna have a discussion about that when we get to there in the review, by the way. That's a thing. Although we've kind of already had that discussion, but we'll probably have it again, because it's probably relevant again. Yeah, we spent a long time on these stages, because these stages kind of suck with co-op. This is when having co-op starts to be more of a negative thing than a positive thing. So, the reason why I would never want to move to Vegas is twofold, and there are 2 reasons. Reason 1, I would be leaving behind my family, which is obviously something I would not particularly be fond of doing, and would be, even in a more objective sense, the removal of a very important sanity anchor from my life. The reason number 2 is that I would be moving towards my biological family. I would be in a short car ride, like a 5-minute drive distance from my biological family, which means they would shove their way into my life even more than they already have. So, that's a no and a nope, respectively. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't last 1 year out there. Hi, Ross. I could have made that if the waggle happened. No, it's nothing to do with the area. Henderson itself is actually a pretty legit place to live. The only downside is it is very hot and very dry. But the catch is they have pretty good energy grid, and the AC is obviously the AC, and it's dry heat, and, well, I know from experience that I can tolerate dry heat a lot better than wet heat. Memes and jokes aside, that is something I have demonstrable in my life. So dry heat doesn't really bother me that much. The only thing you gotta do in the Vegas area is always have a water bottle on you, and that's easy. I'm not kidding, by the way. If you ever go visit, always have a water bottle on you. It'll sneak up on you how dry you will get. Yeah, exactly, Malcolm Blade. Every holiday, every birthday, including my own. We're here to celebrate birthday. Please go away. Yeah, no, that just sounds like hell to me. Oh yeah, a lot of nosebleeds. A lot of nosebleeds. Flaky skin. Some of your, like if you get a cut or something, it'll be kind of weird. All kinds of fun stuff. Listen, climate change does not exist. I don't know what to tell you. On Father Sign. Oh, got you, Eternus. Yeah, so something that was suggested last week, actually, was, you know, why don't you just upload the announcement videos to both channels? And actually, yeah, there's no real reason not to do that. Because I have people on one channel who I don't have on the other channel, and vice versa. So this is just kind of a making sure everybody sees those kind of a thing. Because it's the biggest summary, right? We've got the stream, then you've got like the highlight reel, then you've got the write-up on the website, and then you've got the little videos, and that's the layers of summarization there.
Go.
Fun fact, I get along with my other mothers much better than my biological one, go figure. No, actually, Act. They will have to know at some point, maybe. Sorry, Eternus. Yeah, that is the downside. You know, as weird as it may sound, Von Falkenstein, it's kind of a relief. I have spent years upon years upon years in a bad state because of them. And finally being able to admit that it's them and not me is kind of a sea change for me, you know what I mean? If I could move anywhere in the world? Do I have a teleporter? So I could visit anywhere. That's not fun. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna let that go. I'm moving up to Norway. You kidding me? Give me some of that sweet phosphate money. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I hope not, Act. But probably not. And probably never again.
Oh yeah, Mario time. Ho! Let's go.
What do you mean, J. Palmer? All I want to do is be able to transport anywhere infinitely at will. Is that so much to ask? Remember, space is littered with the corpses of time travelers who didn't account for the movement of mass. That's how we keep them in check, you see. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, the idea was that it's a teleporter that can go anywhere in real life. If I could go to Azeroth, holy crap, I'm out! Peace! Yeah, then I'm gonna go visit Bajor for a while, you know. Just gonna chill. Visit the fire caves. Yep, go to Alderaan 5 seconds before. And be like, you should have gotten rid of the bugs and the politicians! And then teleport away. And that's the moment the teleporter breaks, is when I'm on Alderaan 5 seconds before. Because that's what would happen. You know that's what would happen. The one that doesn't kill me every time I use it, Von Falkenstein.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Probably TNG, Dark Day. I can't get good Mexican food in Bajor, but I can get good Klingon food. What Star Wars planet would I return on? Naboo. Easy answer. Mediterranean climate. I know that's a misnomer. I don't care. And, generally egalitarian. Nice food, nice people. You get it.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I'd pick TNG. Go to Earth and retire. No. First thing I do is I go to Ryza. I go to Ryza. First thing. And I put on a really stuffy looking suit. And I start running around. I call myself the new Essentialist. Like a superhero name, you know? I'm like, you all are living in sin. And I just got a random book. It's actually like the Kama Sutra, and I'm just thumping my book periodically. Yeah, Bajor post-Dominion War is actually pretty legit. I mean, the fact that Bajor is in as good a shape as it is after the occupation is already kind of a small miracle. And a result of the writers not thinking about it, if we're being honest, but still. Yeah, I would not live on Vulcan. You like dry, hot planets? Andoria, I could probably put up with more than Vulcan, but even I know what real cold feels like. That's not for me. Real cold is bad.
Oh no!
No, Ferenginar is a swamp. Tellar is, what do they call it? Like mountain... Alpine, I think, is what they call that.
Time.
I think so. Hey, Reggie. Yeah, I'll take Earth, Bajor, Ryza. Probably Beta Z, yeah. Eden Prime, I hear, has got some good stuff going on. They've got a bright future ahead of them. I don't know much about the Trill homeworld. Hey, Federation Building. Look, I just want to live in a... Look, I live on Earth, okay? Of course I want to live in a paradise world. I mean, I'd be down with Equestria, but I don't think it exists in Star Trek. Does it? Plot twist! That would be funny. Fire windmills, because screw you. Okay. Oh yeah, I would just take over Tachanka in a week. And then I'd get killed by some dude who was trying to prove a point, and then it would all go to hell. I mean, I'm not a big fan of living on water worlds, which have the endless storms, Zactaft, so I probably wouldn't want to live on Camino, no. I like ground being under my feet. I know, technically there is, but, you know. Or, you know, yeah, or Manon. Oh, jeez. That was a fun one. Nothing happened. Kronos actually isn't that bad. They make it seem like it's bad, but that's just because every shot of theirs is when it's nighttime. No, really, have you ever noticed that? They very rarely show Kronos during the daytime. So it looks...
Oh no!
Yep, it looks darker than it is.
It's a good time.
I have not, Act. What do you say? Romulus? You know, I don't know much about Romulus as a planet. Kashyyyk? Why would any sane person want to live on Kashyyyk? Oh my god. God, I can't think of the name of it. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? There's a term for a death world. And I can't think of what it's called. There's actually a proper term for a death world. And there's different types of death worlds. Anyways, whatever. No, not a tomb world. That's a Stellaris thing. Anyways, whatever. Kashyyyk is a death world, is what I'm trying to get at here. Kashyyyk is, hi, stab. And that's your welcoming. Like, that's what happens when you first walk in the door, is the stab. That's the friendly stab. That's the warning to get the frack out of here. Because we don't want you around here, buddy. Yeah, gee, all I have to do is be a Jedi Master. An experienced veteran Jedi Master to survive on Kashyyyk. That's twice that didn't work, right? God dang it. Hi, Twister. This is really frustrating. This is so frustrating. Yeah, I wouldn't live on Endor. First of all, it's a moon. Not a big fan of living on moons. Second of all, you know, eaters of other sentience, that's a big no-no for me. The demon planet from Voyager? That sounds like a great... And my skin just melts off of my face. Well, yeah, one of them is a horrific hell world, Colin Paluso, and the other one is a light forest of the North California redwoods. Yeah, no, thank you, Paluso. No. Kashyyyk has spiders the size of cows. Those are mild threats on Kashyyyk. Endor isn't actually all that bad. It's just a forest moon, and that's it. You know, that's a good point. I wouldn't mind having a silver blood clone. Unless I tried to go home, of course. Ugh. Nobody cares about the Wookiees. I can prove that, too, because Return of the Jedi exists. Yeah, let's be clear. The only reason we think of Kashyyyk positively is because we like Chewbacca. And the Wookiees in general. Wasn't for that, screw that place. Listen. If you're asking me to choose cow-sized spiders versus Ewoks, I think I know which one I'm gonna go with. I mean, both of them will eat me. Yeah, exactly, Shadow Machine. Just see if there's any hidden things here. Would I consider an earthquake weather? Yes. Oh yeah, El Oria Post Borga here is a great summer home. Oh hey, it's the fight from Yoshi's Island again. Would I own a pet Thresher Maw? No. Would I be a pet Thresher Maw? See, that's the big brain play right there. mean, natural events are natural events. Whatever specifics you qualify them as. I mean, Miranda Lawson is not likely to choke me to death. So I'll probably go with Miranda there, Zach Taft. That's an interesting question. Can someone do me a favor and look up the actual definition of meteorological?
Help me!
No!
What? What?
Mexico.
Oh, well. That's interesting. So, meteorological itself is not part of the definition of weather. Weather's the part of the definition of it. That's interesting. And not what I was expecting there. I mean, it actually makes a lot of sense for environmental stuff to be reported on the Weather Channel. Because the Weather Channel actually taps into the, I forget what it's called, which is the national service that actually keeps track of all that crap. In fact, every weather thing you've ever seen taps into that exact same service. Point being, it's a really good universal way to get information to people. And something like an earthquake should probably be reported to everybody, right? It should be freely available. Not available if you watch Fox News or whatever, right? So, would I live on Reach from Halo? Sure, I hear that's a great place this time of year. Hey, do you guys hear something? Oh my god! Death. Zactap just really wants to get me killed. That's what this is. Why would I ever move back to San Diego?
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't want to live in the Halo setting. The flood exists. End statement. The best place to live in the Caprulu sector? That's an interesting question. If we assume for a moment that we're not talking about, you know, all of the horrifically evil things that will kill you simply for being there. Yeah, let's cross out Char for no reason. I don't remember the name of it, but there's that resort planet from the Nova missions, which is, as the name implies, a resort planet. Core Hall itself is fine if you're in the city, the inner city, of course. The outer city is ruins and on fire, respectively. Probably still irradiated. Would I live on Earth in Fifth Element? Do I have access to a gun, Federation Builder? Would I live in Futurama Earth? No. I would probably never live in any parody world, because by definition of parody, it's just real life but worse. Earth from Mass Effect? Earth from Halo? Don't know much about it. And of course, if I have a gun, then yes, I will absolutely live there for about 3 seconds. Ire's a little overrun with Zerg. Like, it's probably going to take them a while. We talked about that during the run. It's probably going to take them a while to clear that up, because the Zerg have probably infiltrated, like, the below-the-ground levels of Ire by this point. So that's going to be a cleanup job. Earth from Ruby? Do I have a gun? Which Pokemon region would I pick? one from Sword and Shield. They don't really have any evil teams. They have really good food as a cultural point, especially curry, which I love. They've got games which I myself could participate in, you know, for fun and for profit. And it's a relatively cold region, which is good for me. So yeah.
Oh no!
Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, my head's right next to Nixon. I take over the world from Nixon. Would I rather have a Star Destroyer? So an ISD, or the Normandy, or the Hyperion, as a warship specifically. It's actually a tough one. Obviously, I would not take the Normandy. The Normandy is my luxury yacht. I'm actually really torn on this, because the Hyperion is kind of a death machine. Kitted out and customized to hell and back. But an ISD is bonkers. Like, the more you know about ISDs, the more you know those things are stupid. They are battle stars, in the classic sense of the word. I suppose the Hyperion would qualify as that too, now that I'm saying that out loud. Oh yeah, I would never want to live in Marvel or DC. Oh no, my entire reality got reset. Oh. Venators are cheating, and I don't want to get into that. They're pretty ships, and I love them, but they're still cheating and need a bit of rejiggering in the rewrite, let's just say. Venator's stats are insane, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, J. Palmer. Basically, the Venator is better than a Star Destroyer in literally every single way, by such a huge margin that it's bonkers they would ever phase those out. It's a very strong degree of they didn't think about this and they didn't compare their ships across their generations kind of a deal. So yeah, the Venators need to be nerfed. That's all there is to that. Which they will be in the rewrite, of course. Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah. Well, no, we're gonna buff the Star Destroyers. I've got it. What if we give the Star Destroyers each a giant planet-destroying laser?
Oh yeah, Mario time! Ho!
Somehow, the lore runners returned. God, that was there's so many stupid things in that film, and yet that's the one that probably bothers me the most, which probably says something about me. I'll take Wakanda. Having a lush, resourceful paradise filled with loyal people and its own built-in economy and infrastructure, as opposed to A cave? Yeah. Yes, Pika. Hopefully you are too. So that's a good point. Shadow Machine's correct. It would actually be somehow Arshian Gaia has returned. And it would make just as little sense, because that's never happening. Oh yeah, they've also got super tech and basically magic. And the strongest metal that exists. I mean, that's the decision, isn't it, Zactaf? Do you want to have a covert op, in which case a huge portion of your time, effort, resources, and material is always going to be dedicated towards maintaining that covert side of your operation? Or do you want to operate openly, which carries the problem of oversight and having to deal with PR and the like, but also means you don't have to bother to constantly be hiding?
Oh, let's go.
Oh yeah, we've done that a lot, Colin Beluso. Look up some of the artillery cannons they made during World War II. Well, adamantium doesn't exist yet in the MCU, Zach Taft, so...
Oh. Let's go.
Why, Yara? Would I rather be a gray Jedi or a light Sith? When? That changes that answer a little bit. Please. Thank you. Cool. Tor era? Oh, geez, those are both terrible options. I would still probably take a Grey Jedi, though, given that. The Republic may suck, but at least it's not the Sith Empire, you know? And if I was a light Sith, I would be hated by both sides.
Let's go.
Although I guess as a Grey Jedi, I'd be hated by both sides, too. But at least I'd live someplace which wasn't terrible. No, Shadow Machine. I would be the light-sided warrior. God damn it. Pretty much any time from about the prequel movies and onwards, Mr. Red. If Darth Maul was a light-sider, he'd honestly be doing pretty fine with the sole problem of, you know, Palpatine himself. And once Palpatine is dealt with, then he's good. Listen, we all know my name is secretly Anakin Skywalker. Also known as Danger McCool Guy. God damn it. I hate everything in the world. Really? Really? Game? I don't know, Giga? Oh, wait, for Patchwalker? Everything. Obviously.
Oh yeah, Mario time. Yeah.
I believe I already have several suits, Giga.
Let's
So
go.
don't make anything yet. I've noticed most people who dislike Grey Jedi as a concept tend to dislike the concept of the golden ending in a video game, for pretty much the exact same reason. I don't mind either, so I don't mind either. This better not be required for this stupid stage. No, it's not required now. I'm allowed to call this stage stupid. Because Waggle controls suck! And that's my reason. No, exactly, Mr. Red. Most people don't like Best of Both Worlds. So far, 5, Jabez. Do you mind explaining why you think being a Grey Jedi is easy, Lord Hermot? If you don't mind my asking. Obviously, it doesn't matter because we're not even doing Grey Side of the Force in the rewrite. But I am curious. Golden ending is the best ending. It's the one you have to work for in order to really make sure all requirements are satisfied. Usually requires some kind of optional extra stuff you have to do on the side. And like beating super optional hard modes, or let's be honest, having a walkthrough. Yeah. I have not, Javez. That's a good question, Lord Harriman. I suppose the answer is most people would probably try to be a Grey Jedi. It's just most people would fail miserably at it. Hypothetically, a Grey Jedi would be double the work and double the pain. You have to constantly resist the light side and the dark side, both of which are always pulling at you in both directions. So,
It's a good time.
hell, there might even be a hypothetical concept as in falling to both sides simultaneously, which would be even worse than falling to the light or the dark. Game. Game! God damn it! No! Is this it? Is this it? Is this the wall? Okay, we got lucky. It worked. That was almost the end of the run right there. I just want you to appreciate that. That should not have hit me. I don't care what you think, game. That should not have hit me. want you to know that I'm hitting the button constantly. I'm not even mashing it. I'm doing a steady pulse of hitting the button. Yeah!
Itaku time.
See, that's valid if for your interpretation of the Force, Federation Builder. And the problem with that is there is no definition of the Force. We've actually had this discussion many times. It's almost like defining something that's one of the underpinnings of your setting is kind of a useful thing to do for the world building they're in. I'm going to do something that I would normally not do. And this is not actually, this does not count as cheating. I'm going to save state. And you get why. So we can't do that second jump. So we have to do this. So let's get another save state. I'm just hitting the button. I know you can't tell. I'm hitting the button non-stop. Consistently and persistently. It's just RNG. It's just straight up RNG. I don't know why I'm surprised about this. I've known this for a while. It's just bullcrap. I have J. Palmer. Mashing it demonstrably doesn't work. I figured that out almost immediately. That actually worked. So what I just did is I mapped Waggle to 5 separate buttons and just mashed all 5 of them. So one of them would randomly hit, and then another one. You get it. I increased my odds. I increased the number of dice I was rolling. Kidding me with this crap. Screw you so hard, game. Screw you and your goddamn mandatory gimmicks. Yeah, I Kobayashi Maru'd it. Screw it. You know, I reserve the right to a save state here, too, just so I don't have to do that crap again. Where did you get... I tend to like gimmicks in video games, generally speaking. Like this very fight we're about to do. But this is, like, not... Like, the gimmick has to work, you know? I know that sounds like a basic requirement, but it does have to function. Way too slow on that. Would it cause me more physical pain, Eternus? Yes. Would it work more consistently? About half. You have to understand, even on the Wiimote, the waggle is a terrible mechanic. It is still inconsistent, and it's still imprecise. There's a reason why it's getting so many negatives, despite the emulator issues I'm having. As I mentioned, I've already 100%ed this game on the Wii. Hi, Ryman. Hey, Peach. Peach is like, hey, what's up? And she just, like, beats the crap out of everybody. Because she's Peach. Like, I like the idea that Peach is a terrible leader. No, I'm serious. Hear me out for a second. That, like, she doesn't really know how to run her country because she spends so much of her time getting stronger and better and, you know, the fact that she's a total badass. Not many people who are master martial artists can also be master statesmen, you know?
What? What?
You're fine, Federation Builder. Anyways, I'm gonna chop off the guessing game now. So, let me update the HUD. There you go, there's the up-to-date HUD. Get your guesses, yeah. Okay. Let's do it. World 8 Bowser.
It's a good time.
Off no stream on Sundays? Every Sunday for like a long time at this point. Months. And probably forever, actually. Well, that's a good way to do it. Although, admittedly, that contradicts what I was going to do with Peach in the Mario 4X. I was going to have Peach be really diplomatic, to the detriment of everything else. Like, playing as the Peach version of the Mushroom Kingdom just means, like, essentially having no real functional military. And not being able to deal with wartime at all. But having lots and lots and lots of tools to talk, bribe, coerce, mislead, false flag. You get it. Sure, we'll go for it. Why not? I should probably mention there is a special world. I'm just gonna not spend a huge amount of time there. That's an interesting statement, Ryman. I'm going to ask a very stupid question. Where are you seeing this list? Exactly. What is this list which you claim to exist? I'm not going for that. Okay, fine. God, whatever. There is a Twitch schedule. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every day. I'm gonna be quiet because I like this song. Not this one, but the next one. The second boss song. Mario 3 and 1. Still not this song. It's the next one. Oh no, definitely Peach is crying. Because she totally would be in this circumstance. There probably is Giga, I just don't know where it is. Okay, so it's apparently on Twitch tab? I'm gonna have to figure out where that is. Would you believe I have 2 separate plugins to keep track of my streaming schedule? And nobody's ever seen either of them, near as I can tell. Like, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see them. So, final battle. This is a lot harder to do than it looks. My friend and I had to redo this battle so many times. There is a soft enrage timer if you don't, you know, progress quickly enough, by the way. And yeah, that coin was the bane of our existence right there. That frickin' coin. I'm gonna get it, just out of spite. Like half a second too fast.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, that battle's mean. We gotta do it all over again, too. This is why there's a mid-mission checkpoint right before the boss. Could be Ryman, but I still need to figure out where that is and, like, get rid of it. Fix it or whatever. I'll figure it out. It's on my mental to-do list. I got paperwork to do after we finish this game anyways.
Oh no!
Yes, Mario Naruto runs. It always has, actually. Since, Mario 3, I want to say.
It's a good time.
Use Mini Mario for this. You do too, Giga. Don't lie to me. I don't even know if this works. I'm actually kind of curious now. Oh, there it goes. I'm sorry, Yura. And there's no difficulty setting. Well, not really any difficulty settings in Warcraft 3, so... Well, yeah, he's immune to lava, not fire. Wait. Again, spite. I don't mind them clapping. It's a good audio cue to indicate you've done everything. I liked that in Yoshi's Island, too. Wait, you think there's a story in these games, Giga? Yeah, this is the definition of excuse plot right here. Working on it. Time. I do like that fight, but it is mean.
Yay!
Where the hell have you been? It's okay, I'm sure they're going to treat Luigi with care and dignity deserving of someone of his esteemed venerage.
Ho ho. Ah. Oh ho.
It's not funny, Nintendo.
Oh.
Mario!
Did I ever tell you about that secret world? No, tell me more. I wish the Lore Runner had never abandoned putting ruminations on YouTube. It was such a good format and so accessible to me. I can't forgive him for this. I don't know where he is, what he's doing, and due to the burden in the real world, I don't have time or inclination to find out. YouTube is just a click away for me. I'm so sorry.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Starships.
Or the website, Krenzler. Which, by the way, the website links directly to both Twitch and YouTube, so the website is actually a one-stop shop on purpose. So, you know. Yes, this brand new thing they just invented. Let's see if I can figure out what this Twitch schedule thing is. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. It's wow, this is way out of date. Well, that's a good question, Jaren Grayman. If you look at the top of the list, you'll notice there's a big bolded green text that says exactly when it was last updated. Jesus, Wenlock. Yeah, YouTube is just... YouTube is YouTube. No, they haven't happened yet, Federation Builder. And they never will!
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that completely broke the schedule. So right now its schedule says I stream every Sunday, and then every Monday, and then every Monday, and then every Monday, and then every Monday, 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 and then every Monday. I try to update it every few days. It depends on how often it gets it gets updated, how often it's worth updating, for lack of a better way to put it.
What?
That's why that date is there, so people know exactly when it was last time. You know what? I'm just gonna delete the schedule. I'm just gonna delete the whole thing. There. Fixed. Problem solved. No, we'll get to it some year. Federation Builder. Give me like 6 months.
Here we go.
Oh. Okay, that's the end of the game then. I hate to completely not cover optional content, but I ain't going to grind to unlock that crap. That ain't happening. Does this get a plus? No, but it does get a negative. Go play Sims. Sims 3, Giga. You have to play a good Sims game. I know, Chavez. It's just... what do you want from me? What do you want from me? In all honesty, if this was like... Again, if the emulated issues I've been having were the actual game... You know, if it didn't have the emulator excuse, that would balloon. There would be way more than that. God, frickin' Donkey Kong Country Returns. I didn't enjoy that game till I played it on the 3DS. Yeah, guesses are locked in. They have been since we did the final stage. Don't do it, Giga. Don't do it! It's a great game, Super Banjo, but I didn't enjoy it till I played it without the waggle. And it was just such a game changer for me. It's like, oh my god, I can actually enjoy this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tropical Freeze is one of my favorite side-scrolling platformers of all time. It is. Make of that what you will. You know what, hang on, I have an idea. Really? Yeah, I have 100% of Tropical Freeze twice. Once on the Wii U and once on the Switch. Yes, we've actually done a review of Diddy Kong Racing. In fact, it's even current to Turnus. It's post-Oblivion line. Oh no, Tropical Freeze is brutal. It's actually one of the harder platformers I've played. Still love it, but man. Well, with Rare kind of defunct right now, I wouldn't count on much from them. Be nice, though. I'm doing the audit right now, Ira. I just wanted some good music. Yes, Dakota. Anything other than adding a new game gets pluraled at this point. Just to flatten things out. Yeah, we got lives. We're fine. We're fine. Max Payne 3, Neo, and Xenosaga. You got it. Thank you. Look, Eternus, I don't know what you want from me. By the way, if you haven't watched the Diddy Kong Racing highlight reel, I highly recommend it. Yeah, Random edited that one together. I'm not going to give this game any replayability positives. And it's kind of out of spite, I'm not gonna lie. I'm willing to be argued down on this point. But I am never touching this goddamned game again. Unless it comes out on a real system. Yeah, because of the controls, and this is importantly, because of the leaning on the controls. Mandating those controls is just, ugh. If I want to co-op a Mario game, I'll play U, which is on the Switch, or 3D World, which is on the Switch. I actually haven't played Star Fox Zero since it came out. Go figure. I mean, I suppose if we're to somehow magically remove this game from the vehicle of playing it, aka the Wii, would my opinion change on the matter? No, I don't think it would. It definitely doesn't get the second replay positive. And it certainly doesn't get the third, so that just leaves the first. And the problem is, I don't find a particular investor to actually replay this game. It just isn't very replayable. Then you add on the fact that it's Wii locked, and we have a problem. So, no, I actually stand by that. You should check me, though. So that leaves us with +4 to story. And something else. Give me a sec. And +45 to gameplay. change the music just for you. Or maybe I won't. Okay. In 112 seconds, the music will change just for you. In fact, this game is actually shorter than the DS one. By not a small amount. I think we died. Thank you, Trafin. Always appreciate those subs. If you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. And something else. You got it. One moment. I'm actually running into a thing. I need to figure out something here. Let's see. That's what I thought. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. I was doubling up. My fault. I believe Tropical Freeze is on the list. It might be in the platformer block. Can someone do me a favor, check the platformer block really quick, please? Please. It is there. Thank you. So yes, Tropical Freeze is on the list in the platformer block. 2D platformer. Done. Hey, Will King. Thank you for the sub, as always. If you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Okay, that makes more sense. There we go. I'll put that down for Breath of Fire, and Breath of DBZ Kakarot. You got it. Thank you, Wilking. Okay. Apologies for the glitch there. So, where does that put that on the list? Yeah, no, that tracks. Four pluses to story, 37 pluses to gameplay. Pretty good ratio, 83.64% ratio on the gameplay axis, and 5 gameplay pluses per hour. Leaving us with the golden number of... Can I get a drum roll, please? I think because we've technically already streamed Jak and Daxter, it's just not post-Oblivion Lineman Washington. Either way, that's what was requested. Final golden number of 100. So that already puts it above 3D Land, and 3, and New, and 64, and 64DS, and Sunshine. 106.23. This would honestly be a really, really good game, if not for the fact that it's on the frickin' Wii. There's some inventive stuff, there's some cool stuff, there's some fun stuff. That's a damned good score. So that's 106.23. Which, yeah, looks like that's going to Jay Palmer. Which is going towards Seek and Destroy. On a vibe here. 24. Season 1. Streaminations. Oh, wow. Add a 2 Legion block. Alright. 3, Lord Harriman. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go do paperwork. I got paperwork to do. And when we're done with that, we'll come back with the most controversial of the new Super Mario Brothers games. I'll see you guys.